We are off to Lambeau,
Oh, yeah.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. Pretty important piece of football history up there. You had a lot of special games there. One specific one, though, towards the end of your career, that Bucs-Packers NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Kind of an all-time football game, huh?
All-time football game and an incredible result going to the Super Bowl down to Tampa at the end of the 2020 season. But we had to go through Green Bay and Lambeau Field. And anyone who's never been there, if you love football and you love traditional football, the history at Lambeau Field is unmatched. And when you go in there, it feels like the Taj Mahal of NFL stadiums. There's something mystical about it all. And you feel like Lombardi's looking down over that field. The construction of it's amazing. It's out in the middle of nowhere in this incredible stadium that's got built up over many years to get more and more fans into the stadium. It's really unlike any other stadium I ever played in.
That game specifically, it's you and it's Rodgers kind of towards the end of the rivalry there. Going into it, do you remember, the setting, what was on the line? Do you remember thinking about that game, being like, this is a special one?
I thought exactly that it was going to be one of the most tough, special games I've ever been a part of. And it was really a weird game. We got off to a great start, went down the field, threw a touchdown to Mike on a little flag route in the end zone, and then had a decent first half of the game. And at the end of the first half, ended up throwing that long touchdown pass to Scotty Miller on the go route. Kind of a tricky situation. They were figuring out whether they should cover a shorter part of the field so that we could advance to the field goal, but we called it just a downfield shot on a go route. And Scotty ran right by the corner, and I just laid it up there. He made a great catch. It really fired us up before halftime, and we need a lot of that momentum. But when we came out in the second half, I ended up throwing like multiple interceptions in the second half. My decisions in the second half weren't as good as they were in the first half. And I couldn't believe that I let that ball kind of fly into the opponent's hands a few times, really carelessly. We made a few good plays there late in the game and then got the ball after our defense made a great stop in the fourth quarter. And then we ended up finishing the game with the ball in our hands, really with a great drive to end it. So great way to end the game. It was kind of ugly in the middle part of that game, and our defense balled out like they did that entire postseason.
That might have just been the football gods saying, we need a classic here. We can't have this one get out of hand,
I think that's somewhat possible, although I'd like to say I just made a few shitty decisions, which is why I threw those interceptions. That wasn't my cleanest game. The next week against the Chiefs, now that was a clean game in the Super Bowl.
Last question. I don't think it ever happened. Tom Brady never Lambeau leaped?
No, you get your ass thrown right back out of the club. You go up into the Lambeau section, and then they would toss you right back out. So I don't think anyone should ever dare try to jump up there in a Lambeau leap if you're not in a Packer uniform.
This week, neutral colors. I know you walk around with KB and Aaron and everyone before the game. What do you think? We get up there?
I don't know. It's pretty high up there. I'll be in my fancy shoes, so I don't know. How much vertical do I really have? Maybe about 12, 14 inches. I don't know. I'm not attempting Lambeau leaps anytime soon. I'll just stick to trying to find one of those cheese heads or something like that.